Hello, darlings. I am Cassandra. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming. In today's video, we are going to talk about how angels and demons work together to help you reach your full potential and make your dreams come true. Now, I know that you probably have not thought about it in these terms, but you will see that the universe is always conspiring to help you to reach your full potential, to make your dreams come true, to reach your goals, to be the best version of yourself. So when you think of an angel, when I think of an angel, I think at least the version that the world, the stereotypical view of an angel, this is a being who is loving and supportive and helpful and will protect you and look out for you. And is that pretty much the gist of the angelic? Let me help you, let me protect you, let me nurture you, let me support you, let me guide you, let me inspire you. Now, I was trying to look to see what is the difference between angels and demons, and I gotta be honest with you, it gets a little confusing because some religions refer to they have I think they call them evil angels, and to me, just the word evil and angel together, it just sounds weird. So I think they were just no, we got to call you a whole different entity or being, because or what if somebody was to say a sweet demon, a nice demon, a compassionate demon. So I think people are I don't know people, but these entities, or the realm was no, we got to separate this, right? So a lot of what we think of as demons, people throughout, I'm going to say historical texts or data that I've been reading, says that they are fallen angels. So they were once good, but now they're bad. I don't know, right? It's well, what is that the difference? It's when we say a fallen angel, are we referring to how many, did they fall immediately? Did they have 3 strikes and you're out? Was it their 10th offense? Was it just one big offense and it's God said, no, you out? I don't know. I don't really know what the criteria is to become a fallen angel and be, to become a demon. But what I'm going to discuss with you is how I see clearly, child, how angels and demons work together regardless of how they have come to be who they are. So this just work with me. So let's just say, for example, you have a person who has been really, really mean to you, and they've been pushing you, and they've just called you names, and then all of a sudden this person turned into this really nice person. Well, after they've abused you and cheated on you and hurt you, now you just probably wouldn't trust them, right? You would feel like they may give you good advice, but you can't even take it because they've done so many horrible things to you. So I can see why the universe would have to split these two energies up, even though both energies are necessary to help people become their highest and best self. So I'm going to go through a list of characteristics of each. So when I think of angels and demons, I think of Mud and Jeff, right? Good guy, bad guy, positive and negative. So angels, they heal us, they nurture us, they support us, they inspire us, they protect us. They send you true friends, right? Friends who are nice, friends who are supportive. They give you hope. They show you unconditional love. They warn you about pending danger. They send you true love, right? They don't care what the person look like. They're look, dude, I'm going to send you somebody who is honest and faithful and loyal and compassionate and generous, and that's what you're going to get. Now, if you want, all this other good stuff, you're going to have to go to the demons for that, because that's what they can get you all that. I'm just half joking. Okay. Now, when we think of demons, I think Now, I could be wrong, guys. You can leave comments down below. We can have a good discussion about this. They test you. They block your blessings if you're not ready. But I think angels do that, though. So let's look at it like this. Let's just say you every night you say, I want $20 billion, right? I want my $20 billion. Who doesn't? I know I do. The angels will say, oh, darling, you're not ready for $20 billion. You don't have real friends. You don't have boundaries. You don't check your bank account. You overdraft. You don't do this and da da da. That money would destroy you. You don't know how to negotiate. Da da da. So you know what happens? The demons say, give her to me. I would get her ready. I would get her ready for that $20 billion. And some of the things the demon would do to get you ready for your $20 billion is give you the worst boss, the worst, most lying, backstabbing colleagues you could ever have. They would put the people in place who would be treacherous. That person would feel like, oh my God, I'm really going to turn my life around. It is, demons to me they appear to be obstacles, but they're really not obstacles. What they're doing is, now to think about it, I think what they're doing is they're giving you an opportunity to develop grit, to get yourself together, to get determination, to be ambitious, a mental and spiritual toughness. They're giving you psychological strength, and in order to build strength, there must be some type of resistance. I mean, even like when you work out, right? There has to be resistance to build strength. So there has to be resistance even in terms of, in psychological and emotional and spiritual terms. A person has to face certain setbacks, obstacles. Demons put liars in place. They put horrible teachers. That teacher that made you think, you know what? I'll show her. So when you get your Oscar, you can, you're the reason I wrote the play or whatever. I think it was Hans Christian. He wrote The Little Mermaid, and he could not write. He had to tell his story to a scribe, and the teachers ridiculed him. They said, darling, how can you possibly write? When, you want to be a writer, but you can't write. But he wrote The Little Mermaid, and I can't think of the other thing that he wrote, but the teacher, okay, too bad for you, but the teacher appeared to be a demon, but the demon was actually a person who inspired him to find another way. Demons, I think they bring you bullies, right? The bully in school, the bully that you was afraid of, and you were thinking like, you were afraid to fight back, but one day you decided, you know what, I'm sick of the 3 o'clock thing. I'll meet you at the bus stop, right? And you get yourself together, and after you stand up to the bully stops. They're afraid of you now, and you have learned that lesson, so that as you move on in your life, you don't need to repeat that lesson over and over again. They come in terms. Demons work with backstabbers. They'll send this person to you. You think this person is your friend, right? You think this person is your unconditional friend, but yet this is a person who stabbed you in the back. You're like, oh Jesus, what was I thinking, right? So demons are not. I know you're thinking like, do I really need to go through these obstacles in order to ascend to the next level, to become a multi-millionaire, to make all my dreams come true? Yes. You do. You do. And I struggle with this. I said, well, why do people need to work with, I want to be very clear, with demons. When I think of demons and the rim of what they do is they teach lessons. They teach you lessons that you need to grow, to become stronger, to become wiser, to become and angels are there, to help you see the lessons, to inspire you, to give you strength. So when I think of a demon, I think of like a boot camp. I think of, I don't know if I used to watch Gomer Powell. I can't think of the name of that show, but sergeant was like always screaming in his face, right? But so to me, I'm not saying he was a demon, but I think of it as boot camp. But I think the angel is the one who come to you when you're crying and say, look, the next time you're going to do A, B, C, D, and E. The next time you're going to handle it like this. And you start listening to this inspiration and this nurturing voice. Or maybe, all those times when the bully was coming towards you, or maybe there was adversity and you weren't ready to handle it yet, but it was the angel that was giving you their emotional and psychological and spiritual support to get up every day and go to school. And you know what I'm saying? So I feel that angels and demons are constantly in your life, working together to build you, to help you grow, to expand your consciousness. So my question was, what is the purpose? Like, why do we need this? And what came to me is that the reasons that humans need angels and demons in order to ascend to higher levels of consciousness, to expand their wisdom, their knowledge, is because I don't really know how to say this, guys, so just work with me here, is that consciousness and expansion it can only happen once gratitude once a person has become truly appreciative and grateful for their life experiences. And I said, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, I'm still like, God, you gotta help me out here. And what came to me was that, so let's just say you've been praying for this, you're a guy, you've been praying for a wife, and you're like, oh, God, I really, send me an angel, send me somebody amazing. And God is like, okay, I'm gonna hook you up. I'm gonna send you, the angels are like, what? They send you an angel, this wonderful person, but the demon is like, you know what? I got the girl that you could never date before you started making, $250,000 a year. I'm about to make her your secretary, though. I'm gonna give her all of the physical characteristics of your dream girl. Now, you just pray for real love, true love, somebody who's going to be all these wonderful things to you. And the universe said, boom, here you are. But now the demons are like, you don't really appreciate this woman, because you're like, okay, she's everything I ever wanted, but I don't appreciate her. It's like that's the nature of humans. I think it was, I don't know where I wrote this, but it says something like, oh, when you have access to everything, nothing matters. So if you can get whatever you want, you don't really learn to appreciate it without adversity. I know, right? So you got this dream girl who is just, you couldn't have asked for more. And now you have the girl who's your secretary, who's at your beck and call, who is your dream girl. And now, of course, you're engaged and she's going to tempt you. Now, then you go ahead, because that's the demons are like, does he really appreciate this wife that he has? Is he really going to be faithful? Is he really going to, show gratitude for this being that he's asked for? And so they put this secretary in place. And the secretary now, what was that, Fatal Attraction? She makes her look like the Easter Bunny. Okay. So he is like, why did I do this? Why did I lose the love of my life? Because it wasn't my fault. The devil made me do it. Da 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 da. Let's blame everybody and everything. But the truth is, humans have a tendency to not be grateful for what they have, or to be grateful for their life experiences. And I said, so what's the big deal about gratefulness? And my spirit guide says that God, gratefulness and appreciation is the currency of the spiritual realm. It is the currency of the gods. Being appreciative and truly grateful for good things in your life, good people in your life, good opportunities in your life. This is because it is an acknowledgement and awareness of, what was the way that I couldn't find the right words to be able to explain to you. So what came to me was to think of 10 times that people have said thank you to me, and really just think about it. Of course I got broke down. That would break you down. If you can think of 10 times that somebody was truly grateful for something that you have done or said to them, that's gonna break you all the way on down. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the way they didn't give you money, they didn't give you anything, they just said thank you from the depths of their soul. You could feel it, and it did something to you, didn't it? I know it did, right? That's what Spirit was telling me. So it was an acknowledgement of, it's like when somebody is truly grateful, it's like recognizing and cherishing the God in each other, the divinity in each other, the humanity in each other. It's that gratitude that when somebody, even the spiritual realm, it's like it is the true currency and superfood of all of the different entities and different realms of different time. When you say thank you, it's like there's an appreciation or respect of everything that has ever happened, of all that is and all that ever will be. It's a recognition of divinity, and you know what I'm saying, in that moment in time of what it took. I can't explain it, guys, but I hope that the point is, God, the universe, my spirit team was saying angels and demons work together so that humans can understand and be grateful and appreciative of their life experiences, of the opportunity to be in this moment in time, to be in this body, to be in this family, to appreciate the people that come in their life, to appreciate their jobs, to appreciate, all of the wonder. Like, I don't know if this is making sense to anybody other than myself, but they're working together for appreciation. If everything was always bad, it would be difficult to appreciate and show gratitude, because you would think, I've never got anything I wanted. And if you always received everything you wanted whenever you wanted it, then you still wouldn't have the opportunity to show appreciation and gratitude. So when angels and demons work together, what they are doing is bringing to your consciousness and your awareness of the collective energy of all that is, that worked to bring you a particular moment in time. Does that make sense? So anyway, the next time, guys, you have a boss, or you have a teacher, or there are people in your life, you're thinking like, oh my God, why am I dealing with this person? Know that they're there to raise your consciousness, for you to develop wisdom or knowledge, or to become emotionally aware, to become a better person. That is the purpose. It is, the bad things in your life are not always there to, well, when I say not always, I think we may think that they're there to destroy us, but things are really there to help us evolve, help us grow, help us recognize the divinity in each other, to acknowledge the God in each other. That's the message that I have, and that is why angels and demons work together. I really hope this video helps someone. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you, darling, in the next video.